guys, and welcome to Makeup Mayhem Day 10. Today I'm going to do a first impressions on the Rimmel Wake Me Up Foundation. I have the color 103 True Ivory and the Rimmel Stay Matte Pressed Powder in the color Sandstorm. And these are two products that I've been wanting to try for a really long time. They both have really excellent reviews. The foundation in particular is marketed exactly for people with my skin. It says it has an anti-fatigue effect and radiant glow. And you guys know I have sleeping problems, so I don't always get restful sleep. And sometimes my skin can look really dull and dry. So this foundation is marketed for people with the exact type of skin as me. So I've been really wanting to try this. And I wanted to try the powder as well because I want to use this on my T-zone. Sometimes if it's a really long day and I have a lot going on, I can get shiny in my T-zone towards the end of the day. So what I'm going to do today is actually only apply it on half of my face, and that's because I want to see if it makes a difference compared to the other side that does not have it. So today is the perfect day for first impressions because it's going to be a long day with a lot going on. This morning I'm going to run a bunch of errands and kind of get my apartment a little bit more put together. I'm also going to work on the book a little bit today, and then I have a friend coming over later. We're gonna go up to the pool and spend maybe an hour outside, and then later on tonight I'm going to a drive-in movie. So it's gonna be a long day with a lot of different things going on. I'm gonna be indoors, outdoors, running around, so it's just a good day to do a test for foundation and powder. And I'm not going to touch this up at all throughout the day, so when I come in from the pool and I'm touching up for my date later on tonight, I'm literally just going to touch up my eyes and my lips. I'm not going to touch my face because I really want to see how these products wear, which is a little bit risky in case it goes terribly. But if I absolutely hate it, if it just looks terrible, I'm just going to take it off and redo my makeup later on tonight, and I'll tell you guys, like, this product was terrible and I'm never wearing it again. But hopefully that will not happen. I'm going to apply the foundation first, and I have the color 103 True Ivory, and I'm going to apply this with my Sigma Round Top Kabuki F82 brush. I've really been liking this F series from Sigma. I have a couple of their brushes, and I just think that they apply foundation really beautifully. So that's how I'm going to apply this. I do like that this foundation has a pump. So starting off right from the beginning, I think the packaging is nice. It's a nice glass bottle. It seems substantial, like it's not just going to like fly off your counter, but it's not super heavy, so that's nice. Just pin my hair back. I'm just going to start applying this. Right away, I'm noticing that it has a nice scent. It's not overwhelming. And I can't really place it either, but it just smells nice. It doesn't smell really clay-like, or I don't know, I just feel like some foundations have like a really gross scent. So that's like a little bit blended into my skin, and I'm going to build it up just a little bit, especially around my cheek area. So like right here and right here, I like to just add a little extra. Especially on this side of my face. I have some old acne scars and stuff, so I just like to give it a little bit of extra coverage. Oh, I should tell you guys the time. It is 8:02 in the morning on Saturday, May 18th. So this is what the foundation looks like by itself on my skin. It's the only product that I have on. And my very, very first impression of it is that I really like it. I think that it gave really beautiful natural coverage. You can still see my freckles peeking through, so it's not as full coverage as some of the other foundations that I tend to go for. It's definitely like a medium coverage. I did build it up a little bit, so I think it could be light to medium. I don't know exactly what coverage this is marketed as, but that's kind of how I feel it sits in relation to other foundations that I like to wear. It was very easy to blend. I do think that it has a little bit of a shimmer to it. I think that's what gives it the kind of dewy, radiant look. I don't really see it on my skin, but I did read that about this product before I got it. So I'm putting a little bit on my hand so I can see it like closer up. Yeah, I think there's just like a very subtle sheen. It's definitely not a matte foundation. You know, it's marketed to be a glowy, kind of dewy, radiant look. And I love that because that's what my skin needs. As far as what it feels like, it's slightly tacky to the touch. It might not have completely set yet either because I just put it on, but it doesn't feel tacky on my skin. I really don't feel like I'm wearing foundation at all. So that's a really good thing. I mean, so far I love the way this applies. I love the coverage, I love the color. I think it looks great. And this is without any powder, concealer, or anything like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the Rimmel Stay Matte Pressed Powder on half of my face, and that is my washer dryer if you just heard that. So I'm just using my Chanel powder brush. I'm just getting it on my brush, and I'm just going to do half my face. So this cheek, half my chin, half my nose. Normally I wouldn't powder my cheeks, but since I'm trying to kind of compare the powder, I want to give it as much for me to kind of compare as possible. Right away, I can already see differences on the two sides of my face from this powder. This side, definitely the sheen was taken down a notch. I actually prefer the look of the unpowdered side just for my skin. Of course, that's right as I've applied it. Later on in the day, if this side starts getting really shiny, then I'm obviously gonna be happy that I have this. But I do think that for people that don't want a really dewy foundation, but you wanna try this foundation, you think that it might work for you, or you like the coverage, then pairing the powder over it definitely helps. It just took the shine down a little bit, and it didn't really add extra coverage, so that's probably good for those of you that don't want a lot of coverage. So that was my very, very first impression of these products. Now I'm going to complete my makeup. I will check in with you guys in a few hours, maybe around lunchtime, and then again later on tonight. Hey guys, I'm checking in. It is now 1:17 in the afternoon, and as you can see, I have more makeup on now than I did before. I just added a little bit of eye makeup and some lip gloss, and I got all my errands done, and now I'm changed into my bikini, as you can see, and I'm going to run up to the pool and just get a little bit of sunshine. It doesn't look really any different than it did this morning, which was 5 hours ago. So that's pretty good. Can't really tell a difference between the side I powdered and the side that I didn't. I'm not sure that it's making a huge difference. Overall thoughts for this first check-in is that the foundation is still holding up absolutely beautifully, and the powder, I'm still unsure if it's really necessary for my skin, but I do think if you have oily skin, it's a good thing to go ahead and add on top because it is a more dewy foundation. So it's now about 6 o'clock at night, and I'm about to be picked up to go to the movie, so I'm gonna make this quick, but this is my final check-in. It has been a very long time. It's been, what, 10 hours since I put it on this morning, and my overall thoughts are I absolutely love it. I can definitely see that it has worn throughout the day. I'm definitely looking around the nose area a little bit red, and I can tell that the foundation has rubbed off just around the center section, which is probably where I would need to powder a little bit more. So the powder definitely, I think, comes in handy. My cheek area over here where I put the powder is still pretty matte, but the T-zone area where I kind of only half did the powder, I can definitely tell where I have the powder and where I don't. So it has been a hot day, so I've definitely kind of sweated through this makeup a little bit. I definitely do think that the powder is something that I would need to wear all the time with this foundation. The area that I put the powder over here on my cheek is still looking really beautiful and matte. So I think that if I had powdered my T-zone a little bit more, maybe I wouldn't have as much kind of redness peeking through, and just I can see the foundation is worn off like around my mouth and chin. Yeah, I definitely recommend both of these products. I love them, and I hope you guys enjoyed this first impressions video, and I will see you guys with my next Makeup Mayhem video. Bye.